Out on YouTube, Motion Sports Network, and we are live on YouTube. Wow, what a day. DJ Moore has been traded to the Buffalo Bills. We saw it coming. We knew this was coming. Again, we're on YouTube, Motion Sports Network on YouTube. You can see all the highlight graphics and all that good stuff. And then we're on TikTok at the same time, trying to answer both questions. But DJ Moore has been traded to the Buffalo Bills. That is huge news. Of course, I'm looking at the draft compensation. We knew this was coming. Getting him off our books saves $16.5 million. But what were we going to get in return for DJ Moore? And it looks like we fleeced the Buffalo Bills. We absolutely fleeced them. We gave up DJ Moore in a 5th round, and in return, we get a 2nd round pick back from Buffalo. I'm shocked. I thought 4th round. I mean, obviously, Buffalo has to take on that huge contract, $26 million to $28 million. But to get a 2nd round pick back from Buffalo is huge. I mean, what are the Bears going to do with this now? Now, obviously, we have to address a lot of issues. You know, DJ Moore was a good receiver. You could see that catch right there. He was unbelievable. You know, he played every game. But, you know, at some point, look, man, you know, Bill Belichick always did this. You know, you always trade your players at least a year early. And I think Ryan Poles was a masterpiece by Ryan Poles to get a 2nd round back for this trade and to save $16.5 million. Now, the other move is obviously going to have to take place is Tremaine Edmonds. He's going to have to go. But at the end of the day, when you are able to trade an aging wide receiver with a big contract for a 2nd round pick, even though you gave up a 5th, man, my hat's off to you, Ryan Poles. I mean, it's chef's kiss. Unbelievable. Now, the question is, what are we going to do with this bounty of capital, draft capital? I just saw that Dallas was out on Max Crosby. That was one of the teams I was really concerned about getting Max Crosby. I don't see that happening. It looks like the Bears are open for business, but the question is now, what are the Raiders going to do, right? Are the Raiders going to allow us basically to get him for, let's say, our 25th pick and then our 2nd round pick? You know, can we give that up to get Max Crosby? And that's it. I mean, because you don't have DJ Moore to offer anymore. We've turned that into a 2nd round pick. Now, did Poles do that to turn that into a 2nd round pick? You know, that bounty into a 2nd round pick? I mean, if he obviously did, but now you go get Max Crosby. You offer the Raiders final bid. Look, I'm giving you a 1st round and a 2nd round pick of this year, and also you get Max Crosby, and that's it, right? You get Max Crosby, you take on that contract, but you still have the Bills' 2nd round pick, which you can go get a defensive tackle. And this tackle class is just loaded, right? So I'm interested. I mean, obviously you traded in, you know, an offensive wide receiver, which I'm not concerned, guys. Look, you know, everybody's like, well, we lost DJ Moore. You know, he's great for the team. He was just, you know, reliable, you know, when Rome got hurt and everything else. I just think, look, now the pressure's on these young bucks. Now the pressure's on Colston Loveland, especially Luther Burden III, who I think is 100% the guy. I mean, he's the Yak King. His separation in the NFL last year was third in the NFL. That's behind Puka Nacua, and I believe it was Devontae Adams. You put your separation with those two gentlemen in the NFL, it's game on. I'm super excited about this class of wide receivers we have. Look, I think Luther Burden can absolutely take DJ Moore's place. No problem. No problem. He's faster. He's twitchier. He separates more. If he can just learn his route trees a little bit better, and you know, clean up some things that he had learned from last year, sky's the limit. sky's the limit for this kid. And I'm excited. Those of you guys are on TikTok. I'm also on YouTube. You can take a look at YouTube Motion Sports Network on YouTube. Do me a favor, subscribe to that, please. I'm doing a lot more long form content on YouTube as well. But I'm excited, guys. I can't believe we got a second round pick. I mean, I cannot believe we got a second round pick for DJ Moore, and we released $16.5 million. Now, look, now we can go play in the sandbox. We can go play in the sandbox. And again, we could take all that draft capital. We could still not get Max Crosby, which I'll be okay with if we don't get Max Crosby, because now you could really load up with some young players. Caden McDonald in the first round. You can go get an edge in the second round. You can go get a left tackle in the second round. You can get a safety using that Buffalo Bills pick in the second round. I mean, sky's the limit. I'm super excited about this. I mean, unbelievable. I'm going to give some questions here. Crosby's going to the Cowboys. I just saw that the Cowboys were just out on Crosby. Who knows? I mean, I don't know how they're going to have the draft capital and room to do it. But, wow. The Bears, I mean, my hat's off to Ryan Poles. That was a masterclass on maximizing value for DJ Moore. And look, I'm glad DJ got to a contender. I'm glad he got to a contender, because I didn't want him to go into like Siberia, go to the Raiders, and not have a chance or whatever. I hope he does well. And I hope, the Chicago Bears and the Buffalo Bills are in the Super Bowl, and it's a win-win situation for both teams. But Brandon Beane got absolutely, I mean, he got housed. He got housed by Ryan Poles. I mean, again, a big contract, an aging receiver. You get a fifth and DJ Moore, and you give us your second round pick. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, I thought for sure. I did a video earlier on TikTok that, I was eating Chipotle and it came through, and I was like, wait a minute, we're probably going to get, if we get a third, we're lucky because of that contract. But I was figuring a fourth rounder, but you throw a little sugar on top of that draft or that pick, and you give them a fifth round draft pick, guys, we're set. I mean, the sky's the limit for us now. The sky's the limit for the Chicago Bears. We have a first rounder. We have 2 second rounders. We should have 2 third rounders. We have a fourth. I believe we still have a fifth, because I think we have the Rams fifth, and then we have a sixth and 2 sevens. No, I'm sorry. We don't have a sixth. We have 2 sevens. So we've got, but I'm worried about the top end of the draft. We got a first, 2 seconds, and a third. We should have 2 thirds. If the NFL comes through and gives us our second third, now we are absolutely talking. So I do want to talk about the wide receiver core for a little bit for the Chicago Bears. Obviously, the focus is now your wide receiver one has got to be Rome Odunze. Rome, listen to me. Catch the ball. Catch the football. You must catch the football. So, Rome Odunze, the pressure's on you. They drafted you 2 years ago at number, I think it was number 10 or number 9. You've got to catch the freaking football. And you got to lead this group. You're year 3. You're getting ready to come to a contract year, an extension next year for negotiations. You got to keep your dad out of this whole thing. But you, my friend, need to be like you were in college and go get those 50-50 balls and get that separation and catch that ball at the high point. And when your number's called and you're on the goal line, you better catch the ball. So it is just important that Rome Odunze sets up. And honestly, look, with this trade, it's a bet on Rome Odunze. I don't think we're going to have a problem with whatsoever Luther Burden III. And the third wide receiver that you got to look at is Colston Loveland. I mean, look, you get these young bucks, Rome Odunze, Colston Loveland, and Luther Burden III. I'll put that group against anybody. Matt Eberflus was hired by the 49ers as assistant defensive coach. I saw that. Another breaking news. Again, I am on YouTube. There's graphics and all that good stuff. I'm on YouTube as well, Motion Sports Network. Go find it. Go find us. But we're live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So big news. Got the setup going. Blah blah blah. But this is exciting. Without DJ Moore, we won't win in the fourth quarter. It really depends. Listen, I disagree. Even that catch right there, even that spectacular, perfect pass that you see from Caleb Williams to DJ Moore, you could see Mixon was all draped over him. So I want the young speeds, fresh legs on this Bear squad. And I think that, look, we have to trust Ben Johnson. We have to trust Ben Johnson in his offense and getting these guys. Look, every single play, when he has a scheme, there's always somebody open. And the question is now, what we're going to do with DeAndre Swift? Is he going to remain on the team or not? That's yet to be seen. But I believe we right now have a great core foundation. And also, guys, Johnny Walker is no slouch. Johnny Walker being your third wide receiver, I'm all in. Bring it to me. We might get another wide receiver in the draft, but I am not upset. Who did you guys trade? We traded DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills for a DJ Moore and a fifth rounder, and we received a second round pick in return. I'm pumped up, man. Huge pickup for the Chicago Bears. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm interested to see what Ryan Poles does with his draft capital now. Again, we go back. Do we pass on Max Crosby? And again, I wouldn't be upset, but here's what I would go. I would go to the Raiders and say, look, we just acquired Buffalo. First and second, that's it. Take it or leave it. And if you don't take it, we're out. We're going to build with that new second round pick, guys. We can build young, dynamic, strong, young defensive linemen in our stable. And I think that's what we should do now. We should do. I did not expect a second round pick. And we got to utilize it. Look, Caden McDonald, number 25. Again, you get your second round pick from Buffalo. You could go defensive edge. If Zion Young falls down that far, go get him. You have the Godfather, Cornelius, or a Darrell Jackson Jr. from Florida State falling down in that second, or go get a linebacker. You can go get some of these linebacker studs, that are there. You can go get safety at that second round pick. Sky's the limit. The defense is going to be fine. The defense is going to be fine. Cam Jordan, by the way, was just announced. Cam Jordan has been released by the New Orleans Saints, had 10.5 sacks, been in the league 15 years. But can you say Dennis Allen? I know Cam Jordan's a little older. He's definitely old. But at the end of the day, does he have enough left in the tank to be back with his old defensive coach? And can he, be another, rotational piece in your 3-tech? Or 5-tech, get him on that line, get him out there, on, let's say, second down and third down. I mean, again, we freed up a ton of money, and Tremaine Edmonds is going to be traded as well, if not released, which is going to save us another, $15 million. So now, again, we're already about $2 million above the cap. Or below the cap. So we're good cap wise because of, unfortunately, Drew Dahlman retired. And we'll talk about that in a second. But with Drew Dahlman retired, we're still good at the cap level. But now DJ Moore, that gives us 16.5. We're going to get another 14 or 15 from Tremaine Edmonds going. We're 31 million good. And that's without having to restructure any of the contracts. So guys, we could literally now go out because of Drew Dahlman, and you go get a Biotic from the Commanders, and you save $2 to $3 million there by signing Biotic. I think he's going to be with the Bears, by the way. I don't think we're going to get Linderbaum. I just don't. I think he's way too much money. $25 million. I'm good. I'm fine. No, thank you. But I would use our 4th or 3rd round pick, or hopefully our compensatory pick, to go get a young center. I like the young center from Iowa, but again, it's all in Poles' hands. It's all in Poles' hands. This was crucial that we traded DJ Moore. We knew it was coming. It came, and I'm shocked we got a 2nd round pick. Grade the pick. What do you think that how Ryan Poles did? I give him an A. 100% A. Josh Allen gets a number 1 receiver. 100%. I see A. 2nd round was a thief. A. Keep him coming. No one thought we were getting a 2nd round of exactly Garrett. Do you think we traded away DJ to get a better chance to grab Crosby? I think what we do is, listen, here we now have the ammo, okay? We just talked about this. The Raiders, you go and offer this. Look, we're giving you a 1st rounder and a 2nd rounder. That's it. We're not trading 2 firsts. We're giving you a 1st and 2nd. And we keep the Bills 2nd. I wouldn't give our 2nd. I would I would keep the Bills 2nd. I would give them our 2nd. So I would say, look, you're going to get the 1st and our 2nd, and that's it. Take it or leave it. And again, because Max Crosby is going to cost a lot of money. You figure when he comes in, he's going to want that contract extension. He's going to want to renegotiate his contract out. So, I mean, that's a big, big contract that we're going to have to maneuver through. But just get him here first, and we'll talk about the finances later. But we're not giving away 2 first rounders. 1st, 2nd, strong, goodbye. And if you don't want it, okay, we're just going to build our defense through the draft. So, but I am excited for this. I'm excited for this. I cannot believe we got that 2nd round pick. That is huge. Now, again, NFL, you need to come through. Give us our 3rd round compensatory pick for this year and next year, and then we're cooking with real gas. But my instinct, what this said to me is, my instinct is this. I think Ben and Dennis want some younger legs on this football team and something that can be sustainable over for the next couple of years. If I was Ryan Poles, and again, I'm not running the Chicago Bears, are you going to give up now your humongous draft capital to get an aging defensive end, very expensive, had 7 surgeries to come in and maybe give you a good 2 or 3 years? Or are you going to be able to build up and sustain these guys, sign your 1st round pick for 4 to 5 years, your 2nd round picks can be 4 years, and build up that defensive side of the ball with young talent? I think they're going to keep their picks, say goodbye to Max Crosby, and build through the draft. And most successful teams do that. Now, they got to hit on them. For sure. But we'll see. What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you think we should trade for Max Crosby, or do you think we should use our picks to build through the draft? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, I'm on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. But I think Garrett says, I think Crosby's a game changer. I agree. He is. There's no doubt. I think what the Bears need is to build internally, though. Bear Down says, keep picks, get Hendrickson a little cheaper. I like that idea as well. Have a lot of holes we need to fill. That's another good point Bear Down just said. We could go get Trey Hendrickson. I mean, just pay him, a 2-year contract, a 2+1, right on par with Caleb Williams' contract due in 2029. You can go get Trey Hendrickson for sure, and then you can still keep your draft picks and build through the draft at the same time. I love that idea. I think that's really the way to go. Only edge is worth 2 miles, in my opinion, 2 ones, in my opinion. I agree, Eddie. I agree 100%. Do we want to keep Brisker? That's a great thought now. We do have a little bit more room to keep Brisker. But again, it all depends on what you want to do with the defensive end. If you spend the money there, you got to get rid of Brisker. But I mean, Brisker has been looking at his Twitter here lately. Kind of wishy-washy. It's kind of like yes, no, yes, no. I mean, I don't know. But we do need safeties. We don't have any safety sign. I'm sure we're going to sign Kevin Byard here come next week, which will be good. But I think we can go get another safety if we need to. Yeah, had to be done. Emotional, absolutely. Thoughts on Trent McDuffie to the Rams? The Rams unloaded draft picks to go get Trent McDuffie. Great talent coming on his, get ready to go on a second contract. I love Trent McDuffie. I think he's phenomenal. But, that just goes to show you, the Chiefs have endured a very favorable contract with Patrick Mahomes. Now that they've paid him, they're having to get rid of some really, really good players. And it's really hurt them in the long run. So that's just a part of paying your quarterback. We're going to get Crosby boys. The only hold up is the Raiders and playing ball. Well, again, I would offer the Raiders a first and second. Take it or leave it. And again, it's our first at 25 and our second, I think it's at 56, but we keep the Bills second. Which, again, if you don't want it, we don't want Max Crosby because now we have, it's on our side. We can just build through the draft and go get a Trey Hendrickson. So, I mean, this trade's a game changer to me. This trade getting a second round pick is a huge game changer. I did not expect this. And I think the cards are now in the Bears' hands. They can go out and do whatever they want. So, I mean, again, my hat's off. Absolutely. To Ryan Poles. Unbelievable. Raiders, leave that. You're not going to get Henderson either. Well, you never know. I mean, you never know. Let's see. I think Trey's off the table. We're younger, and why we're going to get older. Again, Second City, man. I'm right there with you. I think now we can go get some young talent. Absolutely go get young talent. Just build through the draft. Bills got fleeced. Yep, I see that. 100% agree with you. But what do I think about Monty going to Houston? I think Houston got fleeced. Aging running back, get ready to turn 30. Good running back, but I don't think he's going to be RB1. You're going to need a second running back with him. Let's see. Went out. Dayo paid him. Yeah, Dayo was a bad contract. Dayo Dengbo was a bad contract, and that's what's hurting us this year. There's no doubt about it. Next year we can unload it, but we have to worry about 2026. But Dayo Dengbo certainly helps. I would put Dayo Dengbo as outside linebacker or put him inside. I mean, I would change his position out because he is not. He's an awful pass rusher, but he's a pretty good run stopper. Waiting on the Crosby news today. Me too, man. Me too. Again, we're on YouTube as well. Motion Sports Network. Go over to YouTube. Look me up. Hit subscribe. We're going to do a lot of long form content over there. I've got 1,300 and so followers over there. TikTok's being stupid. TikTok's being crazy. There's some emails that I'm getting from TikTok about these lives and stuff. They're just being absolutely ridiculous. So I'm trying to get all the long form stuff. I know I go live on TikTok a ton, but I do want to start going live more on YouTube. That's kind of like where I hung my hat for many years. But y'all go over to YouTube and give me a follow. Let's see what you got here. Let's see. If you were the GM, would you go first, Max or Trey? I would go Max. 100%. I would go Max Crosby. 100. Yeah, not even think twice about it. I saw DJ chalking on he was heading to Buffalo, man. He's taking the ferry across Lake Erie. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for DJ. I think it's good for him. I mean, honestly, he's the number one wide receiver, gets to be with Josh Allen. I mean, that's going to be a competitor. The Bills needed him. I'm excited for him. I'm not disappointed. At least he didn't go to the Raiders. At least he didn't go to some other Siberia team like the Cleveland Browns. I mean, he's got a legit opportunity to win himself a Super Bowl. Again, I would love to see the Chicago Bears, Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl, and let the best team win. Let's go. It's a win-win. The only thing I don't like about the DJ trade is the 5th rounder we also gave up. Still makes sense. Listen, it equivalates to about a 3rd round pick, IDK. Honestly, I love it. I mean, to get a 2nd rounder, I will gladly trade, because I mean, we knew that the trade was going to occur. We knew that was going to happen. It had to be done. So if you know that going in, and you just throw out a 5th round pick and you can get a 2nd back, I mean, that's an exponential increase in your draft capital. It winds up being around, if you average it out points wise in the old Jimmy Johnson scale, it's about a 3rd round pick. So, but you could do a lot more with that 2nd round than you can that 3rd round. So, yep. I mean, give us 25 first round, 2 second rounds, and a nice 3rd round. Absolutely. And again, guys, this class that's come out this year, it's just a matter of timing. The Bears got very fortunate to see this kind of class on the defensive side of the ball when it comes to defensive edge, defensive tackle, and safeties. It's deep. And I mean, you go out and utilize yourself a D tackle in the first. Again, this is assuming we don't get Max Crosby, a nice defensive tackle, a nice edge, and a good safety or linebacker in the 2nd round. Oh, come on, let's go. I mean, let's party it up. I'm excited, but DJ will be scary with Josh Allen. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, that's going to be a great duo. It reminds me a lot of Amari Cooper. It's a very similar Amari Cooper situation that, remember when he went from Dallas to Buffalo, very similar situation, very similar stats, but DJ Moore is going to be like the Amari Cooper trade. I mean, very similar stats. It's almost scary. I know Amari Cooper has a little bit more touchdowns, but DJ Moore, great wide receiver, but he had to go. I hate to see it. Again, I got him on the wall. I mean, that catch over Mixon. I'm sad to see him go. -1. Yeah. We won't. I don't want to get kicked off, but yes, you're correct. The betting odds are in favor of the Bears still getting Max Crosby. But thank you, Bears organization, for fans sending DJ to my Bills. Xavier, thank you for your 2nd round pick, my friend. We'll gladly take that 2nd round pick off your hands for DJ Moore any single day. That's beautiful. I'm excited about that. Yep. Man, this chat's going nuts. We've got a bunch of people on TikTok. Again, if you're on TikTok, go over to Motion Sports Network on YouTube as well. Just give me a quick subscribe. But big breaking news. I'm waiting. I'm just kind of sitting back and just waiting for the news of Max to drop. Like, let's go. Like, if we're going to do this, let's get this thing done. So, I've got my phone on. I'm waiting for these alerts to come through. Completely changes our draft. We don't have to bet on getting that wide receiver 1 for round 1. Yeah. Hey, Xavier, it's a great pickup for you guys with Buffalo, no doubt. 100%. I'm happy for you guys. He's a good wide receiver. He's going to be great with Josh Allen. Like I said, I'm happy for him. Thank you for the fan club. Appreciate that. Let's see. What do we do at center? Let's not forget Tooney can play center. I don't want Tooney to be center. He's an all-pro left guard. I think we go get Biotic from the Commanders. He's going to cost about $8 million. He's serviceable. I think we need to work on left tackle, make sure that's basically buttoned up as well. But now with the 2nd round pick, y'all, we can go get a left tackle. I mean, we could go get him, Or another thing too, if Caden Proctor's available at 25. How deep this draft is for the defensive tackles and ends, you don't have to go get one in the 1st round. You can go get Caden Proctor, as your left tackle, and then work on your defensive side on the 2nd round. So, like I'm saying, this 2nd round pick changes the Bears draft dramatically. I mean, dramatically. And again, more so, not only that, you also have the financial flexibility after we get rid of Tremaine Edmonds. I'm hoping we get a draft pick for him. I mean, I'm waiting for my alert to come through that Tremaine Edmonds was traded to the Giants, for like a 5th or 6th round pick. So you could make up. I mean, you could make up that 5th round pick that you lost to Buffalo by trading Tremaine Edmonds, because people want to jump in line and not having wait to clear waivers. They jump in line by trading him. And if you give up a 5th round or 6th round pick, you take on a $17 million contract, I mean, that's basically what you're going to be paying the guy anyway. So, and then exactly, Bear Down just talked about Bagent coming through. If Bagent goes to the Cardinals, that's another 3rd round pick, and it's the top of the 3rd round. So, I mean, just keep the picks coming. Just keep them all coming. I would 100% use if Tyson Bagent gets traded. If he gets traded to the Cardinals, that's the pick I would use to go get your center. 100%. That's the pick I would go get the center. But, man, we got a bunch of people on TikTok, and they're starting to come through on YouTube as well. Keep on coming. Love to hear what you guys have to say. You can chat also on YouTube, and I'll be able to show it on the screen as well via YouTube. So if you guys want to chat it up on YouTube, let me know. I'll show it up on YouTube. So that's great. Thank you, Bear Down. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. Hey, is it coming through YouTube okay? I can't really see. It should be okay. Again, I haven't used this software in forever. I used to do a bunch of fishing stuff on it. Yeah, sweet. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, talk about young talent for Ben Johnson. I mean, again, we want a sustainable team. Consistent. I mean, even Ryan Poles said this. We want a consistent, stable team, and being able to develop and draft, your way through. It might not be this year. We might, how Bears fans are. We get extremely impatient. We want everything to, come together. Like, let's be honest. This past year was a miracle. I mean, it was, a miracle. We won 7 games by 1 score or less. I mean, it's just like the Minnesota Vikings a couple years ago. I mean, we maximized our entire schedule out the best we could, took the Rams to the divisional game, and we were 1 play away from going to the NFC Championship. I mean, kudos. But now you have a foundation you can build on and get some fresh legs, some fresh bodies. Ben Johnson's off-season program is no joke. We've already seen our center retire. He probably took a look at Ben Johnson's offseason program and said, I'm not having any part of that whatsoever, and just said, I'm going to hang my hat, retire. Good luck to you. So, and then, yeah, that one play set in DJ Packing, I don't think that one play really did it. I think what actually occurred, it's just a financial constraint. I mean, we were over the cap, had to make the move. Everybody saw that coming. Ryan Poles kind of hinted towards it at the combine and said, look, we got to make some tough decisions. You knew DJ wasn't going to be a part of this team next year. And again, it's time to see what Rome can do. I mean, pressure's on Rome and Dunze. This kid's got to step up. He's got to catch the ball. He's got to catch the football. Yep, he was a salary dump. Dude gave us the last play against the Rams. Well, hopefully that last play carries forward over to Buffalo. That would be, yeah. I mean, I just hope, look, again, I kind of feel bad for him because he finally got a young quarterback that he can have and trust with. But I mean, he's going to be with Josh Allen. It's not like he's going to be playing with some slump. He has got Josh Allen he's playing with. So I'm sure he's pretty super excited about that. So, but hey, thanks for your service, DJ. But you's got to go. But yeah, the other, again, guys, look, I mean, being without DJ Moore is not a concern to me. Rome Odunze, Luther Burden III, I think, guys, I'm going to come out and say it. I think this year he would have been better than DJ. I think this year he would have been better than DJ by a long shot. DJ was beat up last year. Absolutely beat up. And it's exciting. Am I going to have a panel? I'm not going to have a panel right now, man. I'm on YouTube, man. So I'm doing dual streaming right now. So I can't have a panel and then do YouTube. So it'd be difficult to do. So, but yeah, Luther Burden the third. I have all the faith in him. The kid is a dog. He's a dog, and I think, you know, again, he's going to play that DJ Moore position. We're going to be just fine. Going to be just fine. Do you think we'll use the second in Crosby trade, or we trade for him? AG, we were just talking about that, man. I think what we're going to do is we're going to offer the Raiders, you know, let's say a first and second round pick. If you don't like it, then you just need to move on. You just need to move on. Then, you know, first and second final offer. We're not adding another back end pick. You get your first and second round pick, and off you go. I love Jahdae Walker at third receiver for sure, Josh. I really do. I love him. And look, we have this kid named Alexander too. It's on the practice squad. He's like a 6'5" receiver, solid receiver, man. So he had a really good training camp. I expect him to be utilized a lot more in this offense as well. Kmet, I like him as a blocker. He's really regressed as a receiver. So yeah, I like him as a blocker. He's definitely regressed as a receiver. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what we do with Cole Kmet, but I think he's gonna be on the team because Ben loves to run a 12 and 13 personnel. You got to have somebody like Cole Kmet to be a reliable backup too, behind Colston Loveland. So pretty excited about that. Let's see. Wide receivers are dime a dozen. Good move by both teams. Yeah, Supernova, 100% agree with you. 100%. Let's see. Is Jahdae still under contract? Yes, he's still under contract. Yeah, he'll be back this year. Do we get a decent wide receiver? We already have decent wide receivers. We really do. So yeah, we're not lacking in that. Do you think the Bears will get Linderbaum? I don't think so, man. I think it's just too much money. The Ravens offered him $20 million. I think the Bears. See, the problem is if you get Linderbaum for $20 million, you don't have any money to really mess with your left tackle. To me, you could put in a Biotic. He'll be serviceable. I mean, he's just below what Drew Dahlman did, and then you can go focus on your left tackle. Sorry, my phone is blowing up. People are calling me left and right. Let's see. Do you think Bears are getting Max Crosby? We'll see, man. You know, I'm waiting for the alerts to come through. I think the Bears have a lot more to offer. You know, the Raiders right now, first and second this year. Considering we just got the Buffalo Bills second rounder, but I'd say, look, you take our first, you take our second. Here it is. Take it or leave it. So, but yeah, this is pretty exciting news. Why did the Bears just trade DJ Moore? It's because he's costing too much money. You could do first, second, and Tremaine for sure. You could do first, second, and for sure. Let's see. You think we got? We got plenty. We got plenty for DJ. A second round pick, y'all. And again, the fact that we got $16.5 million off our books, and we were able to turn that around into a second round pick is incredible. Incredible. So, yeah, I mean, but again, big news out of Chicago. The Bears trade for DJ Moore, and he goes to the Buffalo Bills. Again, I'm happy for DJ. He gets to go play with an outstanding quarterback. He will be wide receiver number one. It will save Buffalo from having to go get a wide receiver in the first round, and they can work on their secondary. I mean, they need some work. And that's another one. McGovern from the Buffalo Bills, their center is an option for the Chicago Bears, but that is big news from Chicago. And again, we're going to be doing a lot more content. If stuff comes through, I'll come on tonight and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But guys, on TikTok. Go to YouTube, look up Motion Sports Network, give me a follow. And I thank you guys for all the chat and all that good stuff. But if something breaks, we'll be back. Take care.